Brought to you by Fastpitch TV and sponsored by SoftballJunk.com. Here's another show from the 2016 Women's College World Series.
At this time, we have Auburn University on the podium. We have head coach Clint Myers, student athlete Kaylee Carson, student athlete Emily Carasoni. I wrote it down. Student athlete Jade Rhodes and student athlete Casey Cooper. Coach, we'll open up with general comments from you about the game, and then we'll open it up for questions.
I thought we played very well. I thought this young lady to my right did an outstanding job. I had one little hiccup there in the middle, but again, it's about how you finish. She composed herself, went out there, and threw zeros the rest of the way. I thought, we followed the Auburn plan. We played great defense, no errors, minimal amount of walks, and great pitching in a circle, and we surely had timely hitting. So, again, those are the things that we talk about and we preach about every day. So we're very excited about where we are. Excuse me. We played a very good UCLA ball club, and to come out on top, we're real excited.
All right, at this time, we'll open up for questions. If you just raise your hand, and they'll bring a mic over to you. Nice young lady in the front.
Two questions. First for Coach, have you ever seen a first inning like that? And then the second question to Emily, did you feel left out that you weren't getting hit by the pitches?
Let Emily go first.
No. Yeah.
It was an unusual inning, but again, it is, what we do. We take advantage of what they give us. If they're going to throw it in the box, we're going to get it. I mean, it's pretty simple. We did what we needed to do in that first inning, and it was a very good first inning for us because of the fact that we executed timely hitting and taking advantage of what they gave us.
Yes, Coach, wanted to ask about the sixth inning with Howard tracking down the fly ball. Had that got away from her, that could have been a rallying point for UCLA. How big do you feel like that was in the sixth inning?
Oh, we work daily on trying to make things exciting, so we tried to explain she wants to be a vet, and so we talk to her daily that a straight line is the shortest distance between 2 points. But again, the wind took the ball a lot more than what she'd anticipated, and but when you got Tiffany Howard in left field, she's going to catch most of the things. She almost made a phenomenal catch in that dive. She came here, she was charging in on. So, though it was unusual, the out still was recorded, and that's usually what happens with Tiffany out there.
Jade, does a hit by pitch hurt a little bit less when it brings in a run?
Yes and no. I mean, it was a changeup that I got hit on, but it was my only hit by pitch all year, so I really haven't felt a ball hit my body all year, so I really didn't know what it felt like.
You should see the whelp on her leg.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
How different does it feel to come out with a win as opposed to last year where you lost your first game and kind of had your backs against the wall right away?
We'll start with Casey at the end.
Oh, thanks for that. I think it's definitely different because we came in with experience this year, and I was talking to Jade in the middle of the game. I said, "How different is it this year?" Because we were here last year, and we were playing a little nervous. And this year, none of our hearts were racing. We've been here before, and we're excited. We came in with a plan, we came in with a goal, and we executed that plan. So we're excited that we're 4 games away. We're 4 wins away from winning the national championship.
Kaylee, they've all been here before. You haven't. Was it different for you when you went out there than usual?
I wouldn't say it was different than usual. I'm usually pretty nervous before every game, and that has nothing to do with where we are or the fans in the stands. That's just in myself. So I think that going out in the first inning and having to be such a good inning and ending it with a double play just to start the game off just kind of relaxed me and made me depend on my team.
Coach, Auburn, 2 appearances in the Women's College World Series. Both years you take down UCLA, one of the most storied programs in softball. Is that kind of a microcosm or symbolism of what you're trying to achieve here at Auburn?
Yes. What we're trying to do is establish a legacy that, Auburn University belongs at the College World Series every year. It's just like what you were talking about with UCLA, with Arizona, with Alabama, with Florida, with all of the other teams that are here, Oklahoma, that are here year in, year out. We want people to believe that Auburn is the team that's going to be here as well. So even though we're in the infancy of our legacy, these young ladies to my right have clearly started something very special that we plan to continue in the future.
Jay, this is the second time in a very short time span that you have made a probably single turn into a double. Just where you are looking at and how you're able to see that you're able to stretch a play like that and ended up being a big one because you ended up scoring and probably wouldn't have if you would have been on first.
I mean, we work on it every day, and I think when we work on it with our defense, they push us and they make it harder for us to get to second. And I mean, it's kind of our read ourselves, and the coach is saying, like open wider. But I mean, you just got to go for it. It's either you make it or you don't. You just got to make the read yourself. So it's pretty exciting when you can get in a scoring position on a single.
Clint, swept Georgia at home, a couple of close games. How different is it to be playing somebody that you're that familiar with in this event?
Again, it's about us going out and taking care of what we do. We tell the girls, in fact, we just finished visiting in the locker room, and we got to play the game. We got to play the game. The coaches will take care of the strategy about Georgia and the matchups and things like that. But what you got to do is have your quality at bats. You got to take care of the things that you have complete control over. And we beat them 3 times. We swept them at home, and so it's we know what we need to do. And again, on those days, in those games, we did exactly what we had planned when going into it. So it's about execution. It's about playing Auburn softball and making it happen. We know what our strengths are. We know what we need to do in order to win, and I'm feeling pretty good about these young ladies to my right.
Let's get back to the first inning for Jade and Casey. They say hitting's contagious. I don't want to say getting hit by pitch is contagious, but can you feed off it the same way? What was it like for you guys watching that unfold?
Casey.
Quality at bats are contagious. So when we started off the game and Tiff started it off, we got her at first base. The next goal is to get her to second. How can we do that? Well, to have a quality at bat. We wanted to force the pitchers to make the pitches and the strikes on. Our goal was to get a pitch that we could handle and that we could drive. So ultimately, it's have a quality at bat, and quality at bats are contagious because when you see people in front of you having success, you feel more confident and you go to the bat more confident.
I mean, we always say just find a way on, whether it's bases loaded or runners at first or even no one on. Find a way on if that means getting hit by a pitch and getting bruises or putting the ball in play and making them make plays. That's really what our motto is just find a way on.
Are there any other questions? If not, Auburn plays Georgia tomorrow at 6 p.m. Coach, again, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you need a softball bat? Do you want to save $30? SoftballJunk.com is offering an additional $30 discount off the price of all non-sale softball bats on their website. That's right, $30. So the next time you buy a bat, go to SoftballJunk.com and enter the code FPTV30 during checkout. And wham! You just put a cool $30 in your pocket. This show is a member of the Fastpitch TV network. See all of our shows and blogs at www.fastpitch.tv.